Good evening, Randy and Elsa. Maggie was left paralyzed from the shoulders down. Most recently, she had an 8-hour neck surgery in Houston in order to begin rehab. Maggie is finally back home, and she and her family kindly allowed me in. Here's Maggie's story.
Just to live. I wanted to make it through this, and I wanted to be able to live and just have the life that I've always wanted.
That's the spirit of Maggie McCombs. When you see her smile and get to know the vibrant 21-year-old, you would never think she has been through so much pain and tragedy. Maggie survived being shot 5 times by an alleged stalker and lived to tell her story.
I remember everything pretty well. Details. There's days where I wake up and I just kind of wonder why this happened, to me.
Maggie cannot talk about what she remembers from that horrible night, since the suspect hasn't gone to trial. But witnesses told police Maggie ran to try and get away from the shooter and was able to give a description of a suspect before she lost consciousness.
That night, I didn't think I was going to make it. And, like I said, I look back on everything that happened, and I'm so thankful that I did.
Maggie, who was working, going to college, and loved working out, shares how her world has changed dramatically.
There's been days that I've woken up and I just felt like giving up. I didn't think that I'd be able to handle everything and go through all this.
Talking about all the challenges of not being able to care for herself. Maggie, who is paralyzed from the shoulders down, has no feelings even in her arms or hands.
Having to learn how to do things over, just as simple as eating. But it's just something I'm gonna have to get over and just try to, slowly move on and just accept that this is the way I am now.
Also coping with the loss of her friend JC, who was shot and killed walking her out of the gym and to her car.
I do wish that he would have been able to be here with me.
Some of her strength, she says, coming from knowing JC would have wanted her to go on.
That's what he would want me to do. I don't think he'd want me to just give up, If he was here, he'd be right by me, pushing me.
JC's family and her friends and family have been there all the way, helping her realize her journey with new hope and new purpose has just begun.
I feel like there's a reason that I did survive.
Leaving us with this thought.
Live your life to the fullest. Don't take things, for granted. That's one big thing that I've learned, Take time to appreciate the smaller things in life.
Maggie is already changing lives. She is that incredible. Maggie hopes to go back to school. The family is also facing financial challenges related to Maggie's medical care and renovations that have to be done to their home to make it wheelchair accessible. They also need to buy a vehicle that can accommodate to her wheelchair, and a fund has been set up to help the family at Jefferson Bank under Eugenia McCombs for the benefit of Maggie.
She's so young, and she's so matter-of-fact about this. She's going to go on. She's going to live her life.
That's right. That's exactly the attitude she has. So positive, and gives it all to her family and, of course, JC's family, as you heard.
And now, what's the latest on the man accused in that shooting?
The suspect, Yu Masaki, so far we know, has a court date set for murder. He is charged with murder, set for June 15th, and a trial date has yet to be set.
Okay. Thanks, Josanna.